Hey everybody, it's Miss Terry coming to you from her living room. Got a couple books. They are both by Chris Van Duzen, sorry. And the first one is If I Built a House. So there's his architecture plans. If I Built a House by Chris Van Duzen. Jack in the backyard said to his mother, "This house is okay, but it's like any other. It's boxy and boring and basically bland. It's nothing at all like the house I have planned. My house will be different. It can't be the norm. I'll think about traffic flow, function, and form. Oh, it may include shapes like a tower or dome, but I'll focus on what makes a building a home. It's the rooms on the inside that make it unique. So step through the door and let's take a peek. We'll start with the basics right off the bat. Check out my all-in-one kitchen-o-mat. You don't have to cook and you don't have to clean. It's done by a space-age robotic machine. It makes all the meals and the food is delish. Then it washes and puts away every last dish. The living room's next. It's fun. Come on in. The chairs and the table and sofa all spin, and trampolines lead to a giant ball pit. It's a pretty neat room, you have to admit. Would you like to have a ball pit in your house? Now look at the bathroom. No shower, no tub. Instead, take a ride on my scrub-a-dub-dub. Just step on the belt and it washes you clean, even the places that you've never seen. Look, I like his face. And here's my bedroom way up in the sky, on top of the tower 200 feet high. With glass all around, just check out the view, a bed in a tower. Now that's something new. The rooms we walked through just moments before are the kinds that you'll find in any decor. But if I built a house, I'd add a few more. So hop on the slide. It's time to explore. You know, I constantly like to create. Well, this is my art room. Isn't it great? You draw on the wall. Don't worry, it's cool. Hung way up high on a big giant spool is a huge roll of paper that hangs to the floor. Just draw till you're done, then pull down some more. Next comes my flying room. See how it's tall? It's empty except for a switch on the wall. Just turn off the switch and you'll float off the ground, then flap like a bird and fly all around. Isn't it nice to be up in the air? A room without gravity. That's pretty rare. This is my racetrack room. Step right inside. It's less like a room and more like a ride. It features a racetrack that loops all around with super fast go-karts that don't make a sound. You fly and you flip and you zip and you zoom. You have to admit, it's a wonderful room. A room filled with water? Now that's something new. But if I built a house, that's just what I'd do. This is my fish tank room. Ain't it a sight? Don't worry, they're friendly. The critters won't bite. Just strap on an air mask to swim with the fishes. Now this is a room that every kid wishes. Of course, I've been saving the best room for last, and literally speaking, this room is a blast. So, welcome. Sit down. I'll seal up the hatches. This plexiglass playroom completely detaches. You fly it around. Why, it even has jets. For me, this room is as good as it gets. My house will be nifty, my house will be neat, my house will stand out as the best on the street. Daringly bold, yet exquisitely fine, a must-see example of a modern design. My house will be hailed as refreshingly new. If I built a house, that's just what I'd do. There's Mom, making plans. So the second one is the same little boy, If I Built a Car by Chris Van Duzen. If I Built a Car by Chris Van Duzen. Jack from the back seat said to his dad, "This car is okay. This car is not bad, but it's just a car. Nothing great, nothing grand. It's not at all like the car I have planned." You ready to see his wild car like his wild house? I'll work through the night to create a design, constantly analyze, tweak, and refine. I'll study jet rockets and look at old planes, contemplate buses and zeppelins and trains. To make it as smooth and as sleek as an eel, I'll borrow ideas from the Wienermobile. So sit back, relax, stay right where you are. It's time to reveal my spectacular car. You'll see that I've added a lot of neat things: flush fender skirts and retractable wings, 3 headlights up front, 4 taillights in back, plus 2 giant fins like our old Cadillac. My brand new design will be curvy and round with special jet engines that don't make a sound. I'll paint it bright colors with accents of chrome and top it all off with a plexiglass dome. I I'll build a safe car, just as safe as I can, because safety is job number one in my plan. It may look like steel from afar, you can't tell, but it's actually made of polymer gel, a space age concoction that I just invented, so in a collision, my car won't get dented. It simply absorbs what we happen to hit, and folks would be fine in the seats where they sit. Come with me now and I'll show you inside. I've put in a couch, is comfy and wide, plus a fireplace, fish tank, and here's something cool. The floor can slide open and look, there's a pool. Next, step right this way to the back of the car and note the red button marks instant snack bar. Say you were hungry and wanted a treat. Just press it and instantly good things to eat appear in a flash. Anything that you please, from hazelnut pudding to aerosol cheese. Ew, I don't like that cheese, but if you do, good for you. After you've eaten, you might like a nap, and Robert and Robot makes napping a snap. I've built him right into the back of the chair. He's out of the way. You won't know he's there. But when you get sleepy and rise from your seat, the chair spins around without missing a beat. Robert the robot will take the controls, and he's guaranteed not to hit telephone poles. I see you're impressed with all that's inside, so start up the motor. Let's go for a ride. Look at how happy the boy is, and then Dad looks a little concerned, like, hmm. A car that smells good. Now that's something new. But if I built a car, that's just what I do. Inside the engine, I'll add a machine to capture the odor of burnt gasoline and change it to something more pleasing to noses, like blueberry muffins or freshly picked roses. Now that we're cruising, let's head to the lake. There's no need to panic or slam on the brake. My car can do something that very few can. The fenders will float like a catamaran. We're skimming the waters and we're having a ball. But wait, hold your horses, 'cause that isn't all. Boating is fine till we get the urge to dive underwater. Do you think it's going to dive? Be a boat and a submarine? Then just hit submerge. Robert will drive as we burble about. We can see catfish and we can see trout. We might even spy the shy stickleback gar from inside our fabulous waterproof car. Last but not least, the best feature of all comes down to a button that's shiny and small. Push it, and then, in the wink of an eye, the car will take off. We'll be up in the sky. We'll fly over land, we'll fly overseas to Alaska, Nebraska, Bermuda, Belize, or take a vacation when things start to freeze and fly us all the way down to the Florida Keys. Wow, there were 4 rhyming words on that page: seas, Belize, freeze, and keys. Wow. My car will be cool, my car will be keen, my car will be one fantastic machine. The toast of the town, the cream of the crop, the belle of the ball, and the tip of the top. My car will be famous from here to Peru. If I built a car, that's just what I do. So, boys and girls, I left a car craft. Now, we can't build it with all those cool things like being able to go up in the sky and on the boat, but you can decorate a car any way you want. It's a cutting and gluing activity, so you will need to have scissors and glue and markers or crayons to color it. Anyway, have a nice night. I hope to see you in the next couple weeks. Bye bye.